one moment that really stood out was my first time on Rich Eisen's show.
My next guest needs no introduction. Some of you may know him as the reigning NFL MVP. Others may know him as one half of everyone's favorite duo, the Heartbreak Kids. But I know you as someone entirely different. Isn't that right, Shoeless? Tell everyone at home how I single-handedly saved your career.
Yeah, that's right. You absolutely saved me at the Combine by letting me wear your Run, Rich, Run cleats.
Which I still haven't gotten back, by the way.
You know, it's funny you mentioned that.
Oh, my beautiful babies. What did he do to you?
Well, I didn't know how to get them back to you, and they did kind of help me get drafted in a roundabout way, so they became my lucky practice cleats.
So much for asking for those back.
Yeah, you know what? I felt terrible about that, so I figured I'd make it up to you.
What do you have here? Oh my goodness. These are amazing.
Those are custom Heartbreak Kid 3s. They're cleats, and there's only 4 guys that have them. Those are guaranteed to get you a sub-5 40 time.
This is the greatest day of my life. Thank you so much for these. Oh, geez. I've been so wrapped in the great Combine cleat caper, I forgot we have a surprise for you today as well. Someone wants to say hello.
What up, player? Peep this. On behalf of EA Sports and the Madden community, I want to be the first to welcome you to the Madden family as this year's cover athlete. Ooh, wait!
What? That is crazy. We grew up playing Madden, so this is unbelievable. So cool to snoop in the rest of EA.
It's in the game.
Yeah, I'm in the game.
Yeah, you are.
Okay, let's get real now. I gotta ask, are you worried about the Madden cover curse?
Cover curse. I know some guys are gonna be mad at me, especially if I mess up early in the season, but honestly, I'm not really a superstitious guy.
Stay tuned. There's more to come with our newest Madden cover athlete.
Hey, they look good on you.
Thinking back, what part of the process did you enjoy the most?
The crowds went totally wild when all of us stepped out of the tunnel and onto the field. Talk about a major adrenaline rush. It was just after camp, and Coach called me in to talk about the preseason games. I didn't think anything of it at the time. It was the first of many moments that would eventually snowball into something much bigger.
Tonight, from FedEx Field in Landover, Maryland, it's a special prime time edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Dwayne Haskins and the Washington football team versus Jared Goff and the Detroit Lions.
We are just inside the Beltway, about 10 miles east of the Capitol Dome as we come to you from FedEx Field here in Landover. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it, this crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Detroit Lions and the Washington football team. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis, happy to be back alongside you. And I'll tell you what, yes, it's just week 2 of the preseason, but now they've got one game under their belts, and a lot of guys trying to prove some stuff down on the field here today.
Not only that, these coaches like to win. And I used to think it really didn't matter who won in the preseason. Then I watched some of those shows that the NFL does, and you see the coaches in preseason after a loss jumping all over their guys. So I learned one valuable lesson. Wins and losses count no matter what time of year it is.
They're coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. On the ground, this is Joe Mixon. Mixon with a first down and more as he'll get this one up to the 44-yard line. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards. So, Charles, this the second week of action here in the preseason. It's a time where, talking heads like you and me start making our predictions for Super Bowl favorites in this upcoming campaign. And I tell you, there have been a good many folks who think that this team on offense right now has what it takes to lift that Lombardi trophy come February.
Yeah, and I don't think they've had to do a lot of extra time in the weight room in order to make sure they're able to lift that trophy. This team is flat out loaded, especially when you talk about the offense. Top to bottom, one of the best offenses in the league. They have everything you're looking for at all spots. Yeah, they're going to tinker around with different things here in the preseason. But bottom line, they think they're as explosive as anyone in the league, and they can't wait to put it on display. How about a guy proving his worth in different ways? Had the big play in the run game to play before. This time, they go right back to him in the passing game, and he comes through with yet another big play. That's why you work out so hard in the offseason, so you can stay on the field and accumulate big plays.
They show run with 3 tight ends here on first down. Now Joe Mixon. He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
Mixon, the ball carrier.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
And the ball on the 30, here's 2nd and 4. From the gun, it's Haskins. And he will find his man on the end route, complete. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 18. 12 yards there and a first down.
I don't care who you put on him. He's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe needs some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here.
10 yards on the pickup. It's
on second down, here's Mixon. That leads us to a first and goal. It's a pickup of 8.
For a Washington.
They've taken this opening kickoff and marched it right down the field defensively. Not much resistance.
And that's the point, because my admiration is for the guys moving the ball right now. They know what they're doing. Their plan is working. But I flip it over and watch and say, okay, what are you going to do to change things up? Because if you don't, they're going to put that ball in the end zone real soon.
They need about the length of the football here on first and goal. And they'll turn to the power game to try to get in. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. It's the fullback taking it in. And Washington takes the ball down the field and scores on their opening drive. That's just a solid, methodical drive to start this game.
And how about how it culminated? Doing exactly what they wanted to do, getting the ball downfield, and then running it into the end zone. I'm just telling you, partner, when you run it in rather than throw it in, that hurts a defense psychologically a heck of a lot more.
It's good, and Washington will take a 7-0 lead. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. And it was polished off by a Washington touchdown. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. So here are the Lions now as they get set for their opening drive. They're led onto the field by the former Cal Bear and the #1 overall pick in 2016, Jared Goff. On first down, Goff gets this into the hands of N'Keal Harry. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3.
2nd and
3. Here's Goff. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 34. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
Now after the turnover, here's Haskins. And this is taken in for a Washington touchdown.
Touchdown, Washington.
And it was a tight window. He knew he had to rocket that thing in there. He got it done.
And when you're able to complete one like that, your confidence has to just go sky high. You just mentioned it. Tight window, zings it in there despite excellent coverage. Result, touchdown.
Here's Gay now to add the extra point. And it's good to make it 14-0. Well, they got the ball in great field position. One play later, boom, end zone.
Lions, nothing.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Back onto the field come the Lions for their 2nd overall drive. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10. A little jet sweep to start the drive. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30.
Ball carried by the wide receiver.
Let's just make this one succinct. Nice job there. All 11 guys on defense diagnosing the jet sweep and putting it down.
At the 30-yard line.
A 4-receiver look here. 3 out to the left, 1 to the right on 2nd and 8. Gone. And that's complete to Gandy Golden. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. An extra man here in the secondary for Washington on 3rd down. A shotgun snap for Goff. And he'll find Galladay. That's complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
A gain of 12.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Goff on first down. Open man, he's got him, the tight end, Hockenson. That catch good for only a couple.
To T.J. Hockenson. 2 yards.
I know when you got a top tight end like this, you want to get him involved, but when you do, you're hoping for more than that.
You certainly are. You've got to try and get him some space where he can make a play downfield, or at least an opportunity for some rack yardage, right? That run after catch.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. They'll run for the first time with Johnson. And boy, this burgundy and gold defense charged up now. They stop him behind the line again. A yard in the wrong direction makes third down tougher. 3rd down and 9.
Sometimes being a linebacker in the middle of the field is kind of like being a doctor on the field. You got to make the right diagnosis. Here he correctly sets his run and shoots through to make the play in the backfield.
So a 3rd and 9 and 6 defensive backs out there in the dime.
Patrolling the passing lanes.
From the gun, here's Goff. Able to shake him off, but he can't get away forever, and down he goes.
Jared Goff sacked. A loss of 13 yards.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
Been such an impressive first half to get that lead. On 4th down, Matt Hawk is on to punt. Fielded at the 20. That'll go as a 42-yard punt, but a net of 32. They had a 10-yard return. And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. Out comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
And he'll be tackled at about the 35. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5. For the Lions, an extra DB in the game now here on 3rd down. Out of the shotgun, Haskins. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 27 yards there on a very nice 3rd down conversion.
Well, remember, they tried to give him the ball and let him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in their play caller's mind, and this time they get it to him the more conventional way, and it's much more successful as well.
So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 38. This is Mixon. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
34-yard line.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
Now they run with Mixon.
Mixon
5 yards on 1st down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on 2nd.
A gain of a yard on the play. Brings up 3rd and 4.
From the gun, Haskins on 3rd down. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another 1st down. A pretty sizable deficit here in the first quarter. This defense will probably need to get off the field in those situations on third down.
And you and I both know in this huddle before that last third down play, that's exactly what they talked about. Let's make a play. Let's get off the field. Let's reverse the momentum. Instead, they got hit with another first down, almost back to the drawing board.
Mixon with a first down carry. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
Mixon, the ball carrier.
The corner, Stephon Gilmore, on the stop.
The line of scrimmage.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
2nd and 10. At the 21.
Now it's Haskins. But when this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked by Tracy Walker. And the return goes up to his own 17-yard line.
They'll take over.
This interception will go on the record of the quarterback, but as a receiver, you've got to understand where you are in the field. Middle portion, you know it's going to come in hot. Square your body to the quarterback and be ready to make the catch.
And Detroit getting set to go now. And it's been a rocky start for them thus far. They had the turnover and then the punt on those first 2 drives.
So there is optimism because they've improved, right? Turnover, you just noted it on the first drive.
Punt's better than the turnover.
The punt is better on the second one. Now they're hoping to turn into first downs and hopefully points.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. And they'll start the drive on the ground with Johnson. And a short pickup there as he'll take this up to right around the 20.
33.
Bringing him down there, Jonathan Allen.
Jonathan Allen on.
Now that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater. He just made a great play there.
Now a throw here on 2nd down, and that's complete. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down.
From the gun on 3rd down, Goff. And that is incomplete.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
Here's Matt Hawk now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. It's taken to the 26. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. Of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. That one good for 37 yards.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. And I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. On the run, it's Mixon. And he's got 4 down inside the 20 to the 18.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
At the Lions' 18-yard line.
On 2nd down now, Mixon. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Here's Haskins out of the gun. And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. A 20-yard touchdown. And Washington is able to stretch their lead. Boy, these guys are off to the races, Charles. 20-0 already, extra point pending.
Yeah, you always hear that term. They just boat race someone. Heck, it's car race, motorcycle race, plane race, whatever you want. Right now, they are sprinting past them.
Gay is on for the point after. It's good, and before you know it, it's 21-0. A drive there of just 4 plays. And the result, a touchdown for Washington. Is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he returns this to the 22.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Here's the Detroit offense now as they head back out onto the field. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
25-yard line. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
From the 25 on 2nd down. Goff. Catch is made by Hockenson, the tight end. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. Definitely the last thing you want to see here in a preseason game. We'll be right back. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. The first down carry here for Johnson. And the hole closes quickly. He gets it across the 35 to the 36-yard line. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
From the 36, Goff. Right side, it's the tight end, Hockenson.
Goff's
only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
He's got his man, T.J. Hockenson. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down.
1st down, Lions. That's the end of the 1st quarter.
21-0 our score after 1.
Nothing.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From the 50, it's Goff. Gets it quickly to Galladay. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run.
And I don't think there's any question that this offense is going to need to hit on a few more plays like this. It's been a difficult first half for them, to say the least. And I do believe if they want to get back in this game, they need to start right now. It's kind of like making adjustments. If you try and wait until the half, it's probably too late. They need to get going right here.
They're going to run this with a tight end. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
The 14-yard line.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6.
Johnson on the carry. The tackle made at the 6-yard line.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they've bottled him up throughout the game because that was his longest run of this contest.
Out of the gun, Goff. This is caught, and he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. They'll contain him to just 4, 2nd down. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal.
At the 2-yard line.
That's caught at the 2. No gain on that one, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Johnson.
That's a nice job defensively to make sure everyone was accounted for because ordinarily you pick up the guys downfield and sometimes you forget about the running back.
Looking for Hawkinson, and he's got him. Touchdown, Detroit.
Complete to
2 yards on the touchdown there. And the Lions are able to draw a bit closer. Down 3 scores already. This game was really in danger of getting away from them. They needed a drive like that, especially on the road.
Not only to calm themselves, but maybe tamp down the crowd a little bit because everything was against them. As you noted, this game could have gotten away from them very easily, but instead, the calming drive, now they have a little bit more confidence. Okay, we're back in it. All right, we're ready to go. That was impressive.
And the defense now needs to reciprocate. It's up, it's good, and that'll cut the lead to 21-7. A pretty long drive that time, 11 plays all told. And the end result, a Detroit touchdown. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Taking it about the 1. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
Their own 23-yard line.
Here again comes Dwayne Haskins and company. And he's looked pretty good. Does have the 1 interception, but 2 touchdown passes so far. Your analysis.
They'll take the offset. When you talk about throwing 2 touchdown passes, no one wants to see an interception thrown, but those things happen in the course of a ball game and over the course of a season. But throwing 2 touchdown passes, that's why the team has an advantage. That's what they're looking for more of.
He'll be hoping to make it a 3-to-1 ratio here in the 2nd quarter.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
On 2nd down, Mixon, and he'll be brought down right around the 37. 7 yards there and a 1st down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Now Mixon. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
So the contact came before the ball got there, and the flag is thrown.
Timing is everything, isn't it? And it's so hard to cover these great receivers. They have such great body control, and they can fake you out. In this case, as you described, got there before the ball got to the receiver. Penalty flag had to come out.
And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, they run with Mixon. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
20-yard line.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
Third down, here's Haskins. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means fourth down. It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and that'll bring up fourth down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. Line of scrimmage, the 2. They can still get a first down if they just get a yard out of this on 4th and very short. They'll run with Mixon, and he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And Washington able to stretch that lead out even further. And nothing special there. They show they were going to run the football. They ran it. They got it in.
Like old-time football, right? Hey, this is exactly what we're going to do. Straight-ahead power, and they got it done.
Here's Gay now to add the extra point. He knocks it through. It's 28-7. So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays. And it all culminated in the touchdown run coming from Joe Mixon. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fielded near the back of the end zone, and Roberts choosing not to bring this one out.
At their own 25-yard line.
Back onto the field comes the offense. Let's take a closer look at Kerryon Johnson. He's just been looking for some space. Yeah, I'm not going to pin it on him or the offensive line, but they need to get this run game going better.
Sometimes you just have to credit the defense. They came in with a plan themselves. So I think now you try and mix things up a little bit. Get the ball in the hands of some other people, find some other playmakers, but always let the defense believe that he's still a threat.
I was going to say, don't forget about it.
No, don't take him totally out of the game.
They begin the drive with Johnson. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
Partner, I remember a coaching friend of mine used to tell his running backs before games, make sure you run and jog with your offensive line. In pregame, get used to the ground shaking when those big behemoths start to create space for you up front. He did a pretty good job of just following those guys through there for a nice explosive run.
2 yards, good enough for a first.
2 yards on the play.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Here's Johnson. And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
And he'll go down right around the 47 this time.
That was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? 2nd and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
A couple of first downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on 1st down. Goff now looking to throw. He'll get this one to Galladay. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
People worry about throwing the out route because often it can get jumped, and that can turn into either an incompletion or an interception. But not on that one. Everything came together, and he catches it and goes over the sideline.
And he's going to be stopped close to the first down marker at Washington's 12-yard line. 40-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
First down, Detroit.
On first down, it's gone. Going underneath, he's got Hawkinson. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Goff. Open man is Galladay, complete. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they've put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
On first and 10, Goff. To the right and complete to Galladay. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Another catch for him there. This one good for 11. First down. From down at the 12, it's first and 10. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
8 yards.
From the 4, it's second and a couple.
Second and 2 at the 4-yard line.
Now a 10th carry for Johnson. And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line. He really hasn't been able to get on track running the football, averaging less than 4 yards a carry.
Yeah, I think that they're going to enjoy the film session because all the defenders are filling their proper gaps at just about every play. And you know what they always say for a defensive coach? When I click off this film, I better see 11 jerseys in the picture going after the ball carrier.
Okay, CD, second quarter, look at their deficit and where they're at on the field. They're going for this, right?
I think that they are because down at this point, they've just made that big move. Ride the momentum wave while you can. I know people think, hey, you've got to get some points here. Hey, you're riding it big time. Go get it done.
They'll run it with Johnson. Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. And it's Washington that scoops it up. He's at the 50, the 40. And he will take this all the way down to the 38-yard line.
No coach or team's ever happy when someone has a turnover, but if there's ever a good time to do it,
preseason.
Yeah, right now. You know that come regular season, he's going to be ready to go, and maybe he'll remember, yeah, I don't want to do this when it comes time for the games to count.
The Washington offense set to take over again. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass, defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're guessing wrong every time on defense. They think you're going to pass when you run and vice versa. I would continue that, and when they finally draw a beat on you, maybe you mix it up a little play action and throw the ball.
And will they maintain that balance? Time to find out. On second down now, Mixon, and inside the 20 before he's brought down. A gain of 13, it's a first down.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside, and so many times defenses say, okay, we got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
So from the 17 now, here's a first and 10. Mixon into the secondary again, and he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Joe Mixon ready for the regular season with his second touchdown of the game, and Washington going to add on to their lead. And always a good first half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on. Just think about halftime. If if this is all he gets, he'll just sit there at the half and think, all right, 2 already. I can get some more. And he'll be encouraging his offensive line to create some space.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And the route is on here in this first half. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And Roberts choosing not to bring this one out.
At their own 25-yard line.
Detroit's offense ready to take over. And so close to hitting pay dirt last time. Fumbling down near the goal line. Now, how does that affect their psyche this time around?
It's a tester, that's for sure, because to be that close and come away with no points is really disappointing, not just for the guys on offense, but the defensive players, too, who thought, hey, we're going to put some points up and have a little momentum going. They've got to find a way to just get it out of their minds, let it go,
short-term memory,
and move on to the next series. Now, that was an excellent run, and when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block, but the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes, so when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
On second and very short, Goff. That's to his running back, Kerryon Johnson. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. Now they got to get to the line quickly. Now a first down throw, Goff. He'll drop this down to Johnson underneath, and he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. They'll contain him to just 4, second down. Catch is made by Harry. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It's a first down on a gain of 10. And he's going to have the hook up here with Harry. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. Second and 3. Goff throwing again. Screen play, Johnson. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Johnson was the intended receiver, and it's second down.
Incomplete.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10. Again, Goff underneath for Johnson. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room. So on second down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half.
31-yard attempt.
And this one is right through. And that drops a deficit from 28 to 25.
Lions 10.
So a late 3 there, and that'll help as they head into the break.
Talk about situational football and something they've worked on since the OTAs and mini camps the previous summer. They take care of the ball, get 3 points, knowing they're going to get the ball to start the second half. That's the old 2-for-1 special to finish things off.
So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. We'll get back to you and Charles in just a minute. Week 2 of the preseason is upon us. We've got 2 more after this one, and then we get it all started, as we normally do, on the first Thursday after Labor Day. In our game, still a lot to keep an eye on. Guys battling, trying to make a ball club. We'll send it back to 2 guys already on our team. That's Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Expect to see a good number of backups going forward as we are back and underway here in preseason week 2. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Lions offense now with a football first here to begin quarter number 3. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down. On 1st and 10, Farrell looking right sideline, but it's incomplete.
Well, coming into this one, we expected that this offense would have trouble with this defense, and that's exactly the way that this game has gone. Pressure in his face, coverage downfield has been tight. That led to another incompletion. This defense, they're exactly who we thought they were coming into this one.
They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
To throw on 3rd down, Farrell. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. That one good for only 6, and it leaves him with a 4th down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
Here's Matt Hawk now as he's on to punt for Detroit. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. It'll be a net of 40 yards following a punt of 44. And the Washington offense will be backed up to start this drive as they've got it 1st and 10. Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. And he is inching closer to that 100-yard mark.
And that's the goal. That's the benchmark that every runner in the NFL is trying to get to. And he's locked in on it pretty well right now. And I would suspect that his linemen are locked in pretty well, too. They know that if a guy gets over 100 yards, they've done a great job, too.
You think every starter sort of has the number 100 in his mind before a game?
I guarantee that they do. That's what they think about. That's what they dream about. That's what they visualize during practice all week. 100 yards, because once you get there, it's almost like you hit that number, boom, you might even get to 2. Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
They give him about 4 on the play, but he's marked short, so it'll be 3rd and about the length of the football. And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
Well, partner, none of these runs individually have added up to a whole lot.
Now, 3 plays, all 3 short runs, but together a first down.
Yeah, it's amazing how the narrative changes when you string them together.
And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. And now off to the races down the right side. Touchdown, Washington. A big play there. 74 yards. And this offense is running away with this one. This offense, they were dynamic in the first half. The halftime break, that didn't slow them down at all. Big strike here in the 3rd quarter.
It's almost as if they were saying, it's not just our skill in the first half that's getting this done, it's confidence as well. And confidence has taken over this game in a big way. How about these strikes that we're seeing?
And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. So that drive, 4 plays.
And it was polished off by a Washington touchdown.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Here's the Lion offense now as they get ready to take over. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side.
And the Washington pressure gets to him, and he will go down. Jonathan Allen, the former first-round pick, getting in there to bring him down.
Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
2nd and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack. Looking to throw. Farrell got an open man. That's C.J. Uzama.
Farrell's pass. Complete.
Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
And does Washington have it? They do.
Quarterback taken down and sacked. Fumble on the play.
You know, if this is the regular season, partner, we'd be talking about just how costly a mistake that was, but probably good for him to get it out of his system right now.
Just hope for him and the team it's not a sign of things to come.
Yeah, without a doubt. Plus, got to worry about making the team. Those types of errors don't help you.
The Washington offense back out there, and they can run this score up even further as they begin this drive with a 1st and goal and that huge lead. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. It'll be a 3-yard pickup, and it brings up 2nd and goal.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal. They'll keep it on the ground. McKinley, and he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
Now they'd really like to make the short field pay off. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington.
Punching it in from a yard away.
And Washington able to capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6.
Able to punch it in on 3rd down makes it easier for those guys on the sideline. They didn't have a 4th down decision to make.
Yeah, could you feel the exhale? Because they were already thinking ahead, as all the good coaching staffs do. Anticipating what we have to make the call. They already had it lined up. Never even got to it.
And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. Scoring summary, 3-play drive. And it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Washington defense getting ready. They recovered the fumble last time. 3 turnovers for them in this game. They've been, that word opportunistic comes to mind, right?
Exactly right. And you know guys on defense, they say the turnovers, and offensive guys call them turnovers. We call them takeaways. We go get them. And that's exactly what they've done in this game.
The former DB making sure you know their takeaways on the defense.
Takeaways, man.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. You know, during these preseason games, we're in week 2 right now. It's always funny looking at our spot charts up here in the booth because with all the guys that might play in this one, it seems to get bigger and bigger each year.
Yeah, we pretty much supersize them, don't we? Because, you know, remember, they're carrying 90 now. And with the new rules, they'll carry 90 all the way through the preseason before they make the final cut. Oh, yeah, a lot of guys to learn for these games.
On third down, Farrell. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. Pretty good location there on that throw.
It really was, wasn't it? That was likely one where the receiver was either going to catch it or no one. Really good decision. And, boy, what a catch and move right there.
And a tough spot to get it over the middle. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. From the gun, Farrell. There's a short one caught by Uzama. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down.
Well, they were unable to make anything really big out of that, but it's not a bad idea to find your tight end and give him an easy completion and keep moving things forward. Almost as bread and butter as a good running back dive play.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
This first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. This is taken at about the 14. That'll be a 43-yard punt, but a net of just 33 following a 10-yard return. And out will come the offense as they take over.
So out comes Washington's offense to take over.
They've really distanced themselves. They have put the pedal to the metal, I guess, so to speak.
So definitely have them in the rearview mirror, don't they? I mean, you're exactly right. Being able to string together these drives that end up in points, it's almost like a run in basketball to create that distance, and they're on a really big-time one right now.
It becomes contagious, doesn't it?
It absolutely does, because oftentimes it translates to your defense as well, because they're excited about getting the ball back for their offense that's playing so well.
Well, they are clicking right now. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Back to throw. McClellan, and that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
Incomplete. Brings up 3rd and 5.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Operating from the gun. McClellan completes it to Samuel. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
It's a 1st down Washington on a pickup of 18.
Well, I certainly don't want to pile on, but this defense has just not been up to the challenge in this game, and this continues as we see here. Coverage, not been very good. Soft in spots. There's an easy throw and catch for another 1st down.
Throwing on 1st down. McClellan. It's caught on the right side, Brown. And he is able to take this way down into Detroit territory. A big gainer there on the catch and run, 37 yards.
Well, he's certainly trying to earn his way into some more looks in the offense once the regular season heats up. If he continues to make plays like that, I think QB1 will look his way a little more often once the regular season begins.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. His throw caught at about the 5. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. A 15-yard touchdown grab as his guys continue to put this one out of reach.
CD, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point because you got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
He got into the end zone. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And the lead will swell by one more. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Lions offense set to take over. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Here's a throw, complete right side to start things out.
To C.J. Uzomah.
I'm wondering if the same thing went through your mind as mine. When I see a big man like that make a catch, all I keep thinking to myself is, big man with football. Look out, everyone. He may not juke you a whole lot, right? He may not run past you because of his size. You're talking about a guy weighing in the 270 range. But, boy, once he gets his mitts on the ball, he's going to be tough to bring down.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Open man is Edwards. He's got it. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 11 yards there and a Lion first down.
There's a nice pickup right there, and after watching that play, I'm thinking about all the lost opportunities that they've had so far in this game. But right now, just focus on continuing to move the ball the way they did on the last play.
On 1st down, Farrell. That's into the hands of Edwards. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18 on the play.
Well, maybe this offense has learned something from watching their counterparts work. I'm wondering if their coaching staff said, let's do what they've been doing the entire game, because that's worked well. This offense, they have not looked particularly good all game long, but a nice throw there for a good game and a first down.
In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Now a handoff here to his running back. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
In the 3rd quarter here in D.C., a 2nd and 10 upcoming.
From the gun, Farrell. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. The tight end, C.J. Uzomah, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd down. They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. Operating from the gun, Farrell.
And this will be caught by Edwards. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 9-yard line.
31-yard line.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Off play action, Farrell.
And he cannot avoid the pressure as the Washington pass rush gets home. Jonathan Allen able to drop him that time for his second sack of the evening. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle.
57. Watch the curve.
And to give this time to the tailback. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
And he will not make it to that imaginary yellow line as they get him to the ground at about the 23.
There's another example what defensive coaches constantly preach, not allowing any run after the catch. They give up a few more yards than they wanted to, but they were able to get him down quickly and force a fourth down.
And for the second time tonight, this field goal unit comes out here. He hit his first, this one from 40 yards out. And his kick is indeed good. And they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit.
56, Lions 13.
Kind of surprised by that they kicked the field goal. I guess you get some points, but this deficit third quarter, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't either. Yeah, I'm with you on that one. When you're down that much, kicking a field goal, does it feel a little bit maybe waving the white flag and just want to get out of here? Yeah, I think you got to go ahead and try and get some bigger points on the board.
And Washington going to come back out here to take over offensively. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. They'll keep it on the ground. Clemens, and he'll get this only up to about the 35.
On the carry.
The good run on first down followed up by a not-so-good run on second down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on third down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Marlin's pass, intended for number 84, incomplete. Sets up 4th down.
Here's Tressway now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the third. $40 yards on the punt, 2 on the return. And the Lions will take over.
At their own 34-yard line.
And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. On 1st and 10, Farrell. There's a short one caught by Uzama. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. Back now at FedEx Field. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. From the gun, Farrell.
Wells pass,
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Looking to throw. Farrell. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. First down, Detroit. 16 yards on the pickup.
A gain of 16 yards.
Let's give a little credit there. The offensive play caller sensed that the screen pass was available. Whenever you're getting a lot of heavy pressure towards your quarterback, that's when you're thinking about running the screen and using that pressure against the defense. And it worked very well there for a first down.
So they go from 142-yard line to the other as they come up now 1st and 10. Operating from the gun. Farrell.
Burrell's pass.
At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
And now following the incomplete pass, we'll get a timeout here for an injured player. Definitely the last thing you want to see here in a preseason game. We'll be right back. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Back to throw again. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete.
And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 9-yard line.
It's 30.
Well, this game is certainly pretty well over. They go ahead and mark it in the win column. But as a defense, they don't want to get so soft now that everybody just throws the ball all over the place against them, gets big yardage, and puts points on the board. They have pride, too, on that side of the ball.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. From the gun, Farrell. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It's a pickup of 12. Second play in a row with a 12-yard gain.
First down.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
Quick hitter here, it's complete. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again.
First and goal.
In so many ways, throwing the hitch route is actually one of the safer things an offense can do. Get the ball out to the receiver as fast as possible, hope he's got man-to-man coverage, and hope that his athleticism wins on the perimeter.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And he's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown.
Complete to
C.J. Uzomah.
Touchdown.
There to make the grab. And the Lions gain a bit of respectability.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury, and it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run, and he finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
Sam Sloman for the PAT.
And they make the score a little bit more respectable here in our final quarter of play. So that drive consumes 9 plays all told. And it's capped off by a touchdown for the Lions. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
Takes over first and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
And the Washington offense going back to work.
The outcome of this one, well, we know who's going to win it. It's just all window dressing at this point. Got me thinking, what's the biggest blowout that you've been a part of as a player, broadcaster?
Well, I'm not going to go to the player part because when I think blowout...
Because you won every game as a player.
No. I think about being blown out. And no one wants to go back to those memories. But, when I was calling college football, I saw a game that, a team put 70. I actually saw it happen twice. A team put 70 on their opponent. And in the NFL, in the 2017 season, I saw one of those changing of the guard games where a team that hadn't been very good before now was dominating and kicking around a team who had been ruling their division.
And that's when you earn your paycheck, right? As the analyst, you got to fill that time.
You've got to know what's going on out there and how it all happened.
Well, obviously, that begs the question, what game was it?
That was Seattle hosting Los Angeles, the Rams.
Yeah.
Their second meeting of the season, and the Rams turned it around from their first one and blew out the Seahawks.
They'll run on first down. Clemens, and he's going to get it across the midfield stripe into Lion territory. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. 3 yards to go on second down, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. Jumbo set. And a pretty good run as he'll get this down close to a first at the Lions' 44. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
44-yard line.
On first down, Clemens. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge. That was a good run, probably right on the edge of breaking into something really big. So the defensive guys right now are talking about, okay, what can we do to slow him down before he truly gets started?
And he gets it to the 32, good enough for a first down. Got what he needed for the first down with a gain of 2.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on third down, and we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball, you often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, third down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. From the gun, he'll hand this off. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
I know you're trying to wring every yard out of a run, but I think 9 yards there is ideal in this situation.
Yeah, now next couple plays, you only need 1 yard. Keep that clock rolling with a lead here in the 4th.
Yeah, and what you're saying is maybe if it takes you 1 or 2 more runs to get the first down, that's extra time, extra plays. Really hurts the team on defense.
And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And this is taken in for a Washington touchdown. A 15-yard touchdown grab. And this Washington offense continuing to add to their lead. He has really settled in throwing the football, and that touchdown here in the 4th quarter gives him a pretty comfortable cushion.
He may be a rookie, but he's playing like 4th quarter, and the QBing is easy. How about this guy? Youngster, not worried about anything, just cutting it loose and having fun.
Is under review.
And a pause in the action because the booth, they see something that they want to take another peek at to find out if this was a touchdown or not. They had to go to the monitor, get an extra look. That's what the technology is for. And this touchdown will count. Now, this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. And the result, a touchdown for Washington.
is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard.
And Detroit getting set to go now. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offense's sails, because they had it going pretty good last time too.
Had to sit over there for a little while, didn't they? You know, they were eager, amped up to get back on the field after just scoring, hoping to get the ball back quickly. That didn't happen, so I'd say come out, just kind of get started again. You know, it doesn't have to be anything dramatic. Just get moving, get loose again, and see if they can get it downfield.
And he is going to lose yardage here. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
You know what the key to a good screen pass is, don't you?
I bet you're going to tell me good blocking?
Well, good blocking eventually. But first is good acting. You want to let the defenders go past you, leak out to whichever side or even in the middle where you want to set up the screen, and then you do your blocking. How about the read, though, by the defensive guys? They weren't fooled at all and actually ran with the lineman to where the play was and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. 12 yards there and a first down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now a man open down the middle of the field. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. Jonathan Allen in there to get him yet again. That is his 3rd sack tonight. They can't figure him out.
That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten right from the word go.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Back to throw. Farrell. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup.
I thought that wasn't a bad time to call the screen. I thought late game, down on the scoreboard, had to figure they were expecting a pass downfield.
So the edge rushers, they're coming. That could have hit big. You're right. Good recognition defensively to snuff that one out.
A deep ball down that right sideline, and he made sure that he put it where either his guy was going to catch it or no one was.
He'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. Now we get another look at Washington on offense. They've got a chance now to put this game away following that last defensive stop and punt. And they'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll take it forward for about 5 up to the 28-yard line. And now time will be called here as Washington has an injured player down on the field. Definitely the last thing you want to see here in a preseason game. We'll be right back. From the 28, it's 2nd and 5.
Here we go.
They'll keep it on the ground. Clemens. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves them with a 3rd and 3. And now time will be called here as Washington has an injured player down on the field. Definitely the last thing you want to see here in a preseason game. We'll be right back. Washington on 3rd down. Can't fault these numbers. 7 for 9 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. And that will be incomplete.
Incomplete from the contact. results in a fourth down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep two eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting two hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
Here's Tressway now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. It's a 46-yard punt, 2 on the return, and the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Here's the Detroit offense now as they head back out onto the field.
Even though they were able to force the punt defensively, still a big hole to climb out of, especially at this late stage of the contest.
We got 4.
Throwing on first down. Farrell. There's a short one caught by Uzama, and he'll be corralled right around the 34. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
4 yards.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
A 4-receiver set here. 3 to the left, 1 to the right, 2nd and 6. And that's off the mark, incomplete.
So now here in the second week of the preseason, you'd expect the starters play a little bit more than they did in week 1, but not a whole lot.
So if you're an offensive coordinator, what are you looking for?
What you're looking for is things getting cleaned up as you go along, because most of your playbook's probably installed. How well are they handling it?
And the Washington pressure gets to him. He will go down.
Jonathan Allen, make that now 4 sacks for him in tonight's ball game.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Here's Matt Hawk now, as he'll come on to kick for a 6th time tonight. The call for a fair catch, and it's made at about the 23-yard line. A 41-yard punt there with no return.
And the Washington offense heading out.
We've got a lopsided game here. I don't know, Charles, what does the handbook say that we discuss when we've got a game like this in the 4th quarter?
Hold on a second. Let me thumb to the proper page on that. Know what it says?
What?
Let's discuss how we got here. This is a dominant performance, where they took control of this game, how they've managed to keep control of this game, and then we go ahead and think about how we're going to leave here and get to the airport. In a lopsided blowout, the roads are usually open.
Three tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10.
They'll keep it on the ground. Clemens, and the hole closes quickly. He gets it across the 35 to the 36-yard line.
The tackle.
A gain of 3, 2nd down.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
On 2nd down, Clemens. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
That's a gain of 6. Brings up 3rd and 1.
Washington on 3rd down.
They've been really good, converting 7 of their 10 tries. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. And he's got a 1st down as he's up to the 48.
And now time will be called here as Washington has an injured player down on the field.
Definitely the last thing you want to see here in a preseason game. We'll be right back.
1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll be brought down right at midfield after a gain of only a couple.
He was taken down.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. Was that 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
That was well defended. They clamped down on every available receiver. Just got to give the win to the defense on that snap.
Washington on 3rd down. They've had plenty of success. 8 conversions, looking for a 9th. This is 3rd and 8. And he comes back with one complete. And it's going to be another 1st down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 26. That's a 3rd down conversion of 24 yards there. Nice play. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Washington with the football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
No gain on the play.
His carries tonight, they're getting up there, so maybe one of those every now and then is understandable.
I would agree with that. Understandable every now and then. Sometimes you come back and you fake it to him and go play action, but other times you say, okay, they got him on that one. We'll come back to him in another carry.
And they'll get this down to the 10. The Washington passing game dialed in now. It's a 1st down.
10 yards. Well, partner, nothing but praise from me for this offense. They have been tremendous all night long. They knew what they had to do to unlock the defense. And let's face it, this has been a master class in offensive football that we've been here to witness.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. They'll run on 1st down. Clemens. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the Lions' 6-yard line.
They'll keep it on the ground. Clemens. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
It's a gain of 4. Makes it 3rd and 2.
Mike 51, Mike 51. Tighten up, pull together.
On 3rd down, Clemens, and he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Tonight's final score.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
As an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, and this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. It's a win for the Washington football team as we say so long from FedEx Field.
With one solid performance to kick things off, the press wanted to know if and how we could keep that up. But it was still the preseason, and little did I know the impact my answer would have down the road.